What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video obviously we are talking about the Backbone. Interesting. Guys, I have been wanting to review this thing for a little while now, about like a good 6 months. Like ever since it came out, I've always thought it was interesting, but I've always kind of been like, I don't know, I think I'll just pass on it. So now that we have the PlayStation Q coming out soon, hopefully, this is the perfect time to talk about it. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Before we get started, I actually wanted to talk about a little adventure that happened with this guy. One of my brothers had it, and I asked him to let me borrow it because I wanted to, mess with it and review it and all that stuff. And so I played with it for a couple days, and I decided I finally wanted to get it. So I ordered it from Target, and when I got it, it came opened kind of. And I just thought, hey, sometimes there's certain things that come without plastic wrap. So, I was just like, okay, that's weird. But then when I opened it, for some reason, it was sticky. Like the controller was sticky all over it, and it was just really dirty. So long story short, I ended up having to return it, and then I got it from a different Target, and that one came brand new, and that one was the one that I just unboxed. So this guy here. Whew. That was a mouthful, but it had to be said. So watch out. This comes in plastic if you do end up wanting to buy this guy. Right, guys, now let's get into it. So as I mentioned in the start of this video, the PlayStation Q looks like it's going to be the next line in the portable series when it comes to PlayStation portables. And at first I had high hopes for it because it looked amazing, but then they had said this little caveat that said, streaming only. So that got me worried, and that is where the concept to this video came from. These are 5 things, the 5 things that makes this guy better than that right now. Alright, so the first one is obviously going to be price. When it comes to the price point, we don't know what the new PlayStation Portable is going to cost, but if I had to guess, it'll probably be around the Switch realm. I'm thinking $250 at the very low end to $300 to $400. And this guy costs $100. So that automatically makes this a lot more, a lot more friendlier to the budget, which matters these days because everything is just getting so expensive. Now, number 2, and honestly one of the biggest draws to this thing, you have downloadable games. Yes, that's right. Because of the fact that you're using your phone, whether it's an iOS device or an Android device, you can download games to it. One of the games that I tried out a lot when it comes to using the Backbone is actually the Sonic games. So essentially they made the games ultra wide, which just makes it look so good, and playing it on this thing is just so comfy. It is just perfect. So yeah, that's one of the biggest draws that it has to it. It's not just the fact that you'll be able to stream games, which you can do on this thing. So yeah, the fact that you have access to your apps, your downloadable apps, makes it kind of better at the moment. I think that's going to be one of the key factors when it comes to the new portable, is the fact that they are making this a stream only device is not a good idea. It is, we are off to a bad start when it comes to that right now, I'm not gonna lie. Number 3 when it comes to this guy is going to be the access. This has been out for about a little under a year now, and you can find this in most stores. You can find it in Target, Best Buy, Fort Myers, or Kroger if you're in the lower 48s. Did I mention Target? I think I did. Yeah. GameStop too sells it. Amazon, it's everywhere. And while it does sell out, it has been selling out a lot better these last few days, but for the most part it is pretty easy to access. You don't really have to fight too much to get to it. I'm pretty sure you could find some locally too, like if you were to go on Facebook sales, I'm pretty sure someone's selling them on there. So access is obviously this guy. The new portable is not even out yet, and they're saying it's going to come out this year, but we just don't know, so we will see. Another point for this guy. Now the 4th point that makes this a lot better is the convenience factor. I mean, it is just so easy to be able to just take this thing off. It is really easy to take it off and put back on. It's not really that much of a struggle. It is kind of a pain, but honestly, lugging around a gigantic, 8-inch screen with a DualSense cut in half and put together, I mean, the thing looks giant. It looks actually bigger than the Steam Deck, which I didn't think it could get much more bigger than that, but now it did. So convenience obviously goes to this thing. Not really much to carry around, and it's pretty easy to put away. It's really light, it's really capable, really comfortable too. So yeah, another point for this guy. And last but not least is the design. I know this is kind of crazy to say because the PSP was an awesome design and the PS Vita was an even better design, but I'm sorry, this has to take it. It is just a much more fluid design. It's a lot easier. I feel like it's a good middle point when it comes to big hands and small hands. Like, I have bigger hands and this is super comfortable to use. It's really not that hard to use. And you know, when it comes to the portable, the PlayStation Portable, essentially it's just a screen strapped to a DualSense. Like, that's pretty much what it is. And while the DualSense is a really comfortable controller, it's not the most comfortable. It's kind of a little clunky. Obviously the Xbox controller is probably one of the most comfortable ones, and then the Nintendo Switch is my personal favorite. The Pro controller, not the Joy-Cons. We don't talk about that. The Pro controller. But yeah, when it comes to that, this just fits a lot more comfortably in your hand because of the fact that it's a lot smaller. And you know, it's gotta take the cake. It wins in that department too. All in all, I know this is kind of a funny video because, you know, you can't really compare the two. I mean, you kind of can, you know, little bullet points here and there. But for the most part, you know, I'm really excited for what PlayStation is trying to do. I just think that the full-on idea for what they're trying to do when it comes to that is just really stupid. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you go and look at the Nintendo Switch and how insanely popular that thing has been? That thing has the potential, if they come out with a incremental upgrade, Switch Pro, or you know, something a little better, that console has the potential to be the highest selling console of all time. It might actually beat out the PS2. Like, right now it's at 120 million units sold and the PS2 is at 150. That's not that hard to do. And so you take that install base and you see how incredibly successful it has been, and you say, let's see, maybe let's do away with the, you know, physical cartridges and all that stuff, and let's just make it stream only. It does not make any sense. Like, you already ruined the PS Vita, which was an excellent console, but you trashed it because of the fact that you didn't support it well enough. And then you're doing the same thing essentially, but from the get-go for this. Like, I'm seriously getting some Stadia vibes here.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's like a portable Stadia. Nuts. That don't make no sense whatsoever. So yeah, all in all, I'm excited. I love the fact that it's got an 8-inch screen and it's like 1080p, 60 frames. That is amazing. Not even the Switch has that right now. But this whole stream only thing is just not a good idea. And you know, this streams too. You can remote play. It works, and it works pretty well, just as long as you have a good internet connection. If you don't got that, you are in trouble. And this is an iPhone, so it's this iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's a really good device. So this is not underpowered in any way, shape, or form, or it's not anything like that, like it's just an old phone or anything like that. This can do it. So I don't know what type of processor they're gonna put it, but for the most part, all of these devices that stream have lag, and lag absolutely ruins immersion. That's why I think you should be able to download games, but that's just me. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, we will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Sony, please don't ruin this.